Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Excuse my sniffles. If you're coming in, checking in, just let me know who's there in the chat. There's Siren Silver. There's Sirens. Hello, Siren. How are you? Welcome in. Just got back, was bored. Thought I'd hop on since everybody was done streaming for a little while. That's good. That's good. Pin. Just picked these up a little while ago. I'm doing good. Doing good. While I was listening to Big T and Mama T, went out, picked these up on somebody had them on Facebook Marketplace, so picked these things up. 1884 Morgan cutout pendant. 1923 piece. Uh, 1960 something. I can't really read the date on the other side. It's just, I know it's a 1960 when you read it, but it's Ben Franklin that they made into a pendant. It's got the bell moves. That's pretty cool, I thought. Reverse, you can see it's in 1906 size. Who knows what year it is? And then 1943 Walking Liberty. If she decides to focus. There we go. And then a standing SLQ. That's a 1930 SLQ. Now this one's in some type of bezel, but the coin itself is real. Just whatever the bezel they put it in, which is pretty cool. AG Surfer, thank you. Happy anniversary to you. Thanks for coming in. In a 1940 something Merc. Not really sure what year it is. It's pretty hammered a little bit, but still pretty cool. But picked all those up. So I do believe all these to be real coins. I think these are all real. The change are not silver. And then also picked up in the same little set. The guy had these. So this is a bicentennial half that they punched. I guess that's Lady Liberty. They punched Lady Liberty through there, through the bicentennial, which is really cool. I don't believe any of it is. I don't believe any of that is silver. I looked. I really couldn't tell. I don't think it is. I don't think these are silver bicentennials. Could be, but I don't think so. And then the other one has a Liberty Bell. Liberty Bell punched through it. Where they punched it, but look for markings on this. I didn't see any markings on this holder, but it's just pretty neat stuff. I promised Hidden and Perry that I would do a thing on my Civil War token, so I was going to do that. So, but I bought all of this stuff here and was talking to the guy that I bought it from, and I told him, I collect coins, et cetera, et cetera. He's like, well, here, wait a minute. He went and got this bag of coins, which I want to go through. There's some casino tokens and some nickels, buffaloes, and different stuff, wheat pennies. I don't know what's in it. Just kind of got in the bag. Gave me that bag. Gave me this bag, which is all mostly copper foreign coins in a sealed bag. So I'm going to go through all those and look at those. Gave me a 35 Buffalo nickel and a flip. Nothing special there. Has another Buffalo here. Again, doesn't appear to be anything special. It's another 1935. And then he gave me this too. He said, just take that. I don't know what they are. Just take them. I tried to pay him more money. He wouldn't take it. 1945 war nickel and 2 SLQs. And yeah, a 3-legged buffalo. Wouldn't that be neat? The SLQs, can't really, this one you can't read a date on at all. She's pretty slick, but and this one's, I have to get my loop out. I haven't got it out yet. So let's see if we see anything. Anybody like to hop up on the stream? The link is posted above. Come on, we're just having a chat, and as I like to call what we do, we just have a little bit of Liars Club. We'll just talk and have a good time. My guess is that's a 1929 or a 1928. That's what it looks like. So it's really hard to tell. And then, of course, there's the P on the war nickel. But he just gave those to me as well. I was like, let me pay you more. He says, no, you just take them. I was like, well, okay, dude, thanks. So, Muscle Shell, hello, welcome in. Everybody else that's popped in, feel free to check in the chat. Let me know who all's here. But yeah, I thought this stuff was really cool. I really like the Benji. I like how they did the Benji, and they put, they cut the bell out so the bell, actually works and moves back and forth. And if she'll focus again. There we go. Yeah, just pretty neat. So I guess some of this is embezzles, and then they put the coins inside. I'm not sure how they do that, but I'm pretty sure all the coin parts, at least they appear to be silver, so I think they are silver. So it's pretty neat. I think this is probably to me, out of all of them, I think this is the nicest of all of them. It's 1884. Now look, that's like, I wonder if it has a mint mark. So flip it over, look for a mint mark, and mint mark should be right down in there somewhere, but I didn't see one. So, but it's always neat to find new and unusual stuff. New to me anyway. Stuff is different. So, oh, this one right here, AG, isn't that cool? I'll stay focused there. Focus. Some days cameras work well, some days they don't. I like to have a ball peen hammer sometimes, make them work a little better. But yeah, so it's a bicentennial half. 200 years of liberty, 1776 to 1976. And when you flip it over on the back, I mean, it is a bicentennial $50. There's President Kennedy, and they punch through. However they punch through with that machine, I guess. A lot of pressure and push that die through. So, excuse me 1 second. I got a phone call. Be right back. Sorry about that, folks. That was my daughter calling to give me some good news. So that's always a good thing when you get good news from your kids in it. So thought that was cool. Yeah, there's those two right there, AG. Kellynell, what's up, buddy? I'm not muted now. I'm good. I'm good. You should be able to hear me now. Can you hear me now? Check 1, 2. Hello, hello. Yeah, I just checked it. You can hear me. Kellynell, good to see you, buddy. I was just showing some stuff I picked up in Facebook Marketplace purchases today. That's what I got. So just going through the links at the top, pinned at the top. If anybody'd like to join, I'm sitting here watching. I'd be happy for you to come in and join me and just sit here and chat. I'm going to go through my Civil War tokens because I promised Hidden that I would do that today so he could see those. And that was rotated a little bit, but there we go. That's pretty cool. Does that count as full bell lines on at Liberty Bell? Watching garbage juice. What the heck is garbage juice? So I want to show you my Civil War tokens. We'll talk about those. I don't know much about them at all, but we'll definitely talk about them a little bit. But I got this one when I got that book. I got this token came with it, and you can see what it says: Millions for Defense, 1 cent, Civil War error. I didn't write that. That was written on it when I got there. It says not 1 cent for tribute. But NAP Hen House. So Hen House is, I think, was like a brothel. Garbage. Okay, gotcha. So you at work, Kellen? You working? So I thought this was just pretty neat. Perry said there was a book, and I didn't realize, but after I started looking, there's multiple books out on Civil War tokens. So I'm definitely going to have to get some books so I can get educated, unless someone here knows about Civil War tokens, because I do not. I know there's a value. I know about what they're valued at. So that's one of the things that I'm going to be doing. So slide the other coins out of the way here. So make the turn. 12 all OT. You can't go wrong with that now. OT is always a good thing. This is a Whitman book that I got. This Whitman book was printed in 1961. Right here, you can see the date right here. And then there's some information about Civil War tokens. Just a lighting here, just a buzz. Coin Junkie, what's up, buddy? You're old, just not that old, pizza guy. Hey, welcome in. Good to see you. Folks, the link is at the top. If you want to come in, just chatting and having a good time. And nobody else is doing anything right now. And as I told some folks, I promised Hidden that I would show them what I have. There's Gear. Man, what a long distance fellow you are. Thanks for popping in, Gear. Glad to see you. Thanks for coming in. We'll get down here close to these things and see what we can kind of see on these tokens. These are all Civil War tokens. The person I got these from, he'd been collecting these over about the last 30 years. So this is an Army Navy token. Got the whole landfill to yourself. Well, can you do any metal detecting or anything while you're there? You might find all kind of metal junk. Lisa Anderson, hello, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Let's see if I can make this look a little better, get a little closer to them. There's Coin Junkie down in the basement. Let me add Coin Junkie to the show. Woohoo! What's up, buddy?
Hola, amigo. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Not too bad. Just came back from visiting some family. It was a nice day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Kellen, I went to the fire chief show this weekend. Of course, they give challenge coins away, like because they're just all advertising. But I got this one today over the weekend.
Okay.
And there's the back. It's got a quote from Albert Einstein, which I think is pretty good.
Cool.
It says, "Only a life lived in service to others is worth living." Albert Einstein. That's probably a pretty true statement, especially if you're a public servant. That's why we do what we do. But I thought this was pretty neat. This was from Symbol Arts. It's just one of their, I'm not sponsored by them, but just one of the people. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'd like to be sponsored by them, but just one of the ones they gave away during the show.
Maybe
Add
one.
to my collection. What's that, sir?
Maybe one day.
Oh yeah, maybe one day. Yeah. Brought to you now, live from Studio 3. Yeah. I'm gonna slide the cover off, see if these tokens might look a little better. I think they do. Not much glare. But
Nice.
there's the Army Navy token. And then I'll flip these around and we'll look at the other side here in just a minute. The United States copper. This one I believe says redeem. If she'll focus here. Might be a little too close. Redeemed at DL Wing and Company, Albany, New York. There's 1863. What I have found is there a lot of Civil War tokens had this same, I'll call this the obverse. And then the reverses were different. But we'll look at that in just a second. And here's one, Time is Money. That's from 1863. It is hard to tell, but that is actually a red-brown. You can kind of see it's got right around the word. It's really hard to see, but it's called exigency. Man, that's a hard word for me today. But it has on there exigency. Hell, am I going to try to say it anymore? I just butcher it. Let me slide this cover back in so we don't lose our tokens out of this thing. And I'll flip it over, and we'll look at the back side of each one of those. So starting, this was the Navy one that we looked at, Army Navy.
Nice.
Gear, I don't have any bot stuff running, so you won't be able to find it here on me, sir.
Oh, gear.
This it says Tradesman. This is the one copper right there, Tradesman. Then the Union Flower. This is the one that had the Indian head front.
Okay. And
it is upside down. Let me flip it around so you can actually read it. That might be helpful, wouldn't it? And if you know anything about these things, feel free to hop up on the channel. Just let me know. I'd love to learn more.
Yeah.
H. Lazarus, dealer in rags and metals, 15th Street. I don't know if that is New Orleans, if that stands for New Orleans right there, the NO. Maybe. I'm not sure what that is. I'm sure one of you might know. And then this is the one that had the horse on the front of it, the exigency. Special message. There's the address that it gave you. So it's really good shape. And we'll go down to the next one. I have in this book, I have 21 Civil War tokens. So I have those 5, 10, 15. There's 19 on this page, and then I flip over to the back page, and the very last page there'll be 2 more. (1863). Another 1863. You can see that this one is a little more worn than this one, but very similar design.
Yeah.
And then this one is another one very similar design. This one is rotated, but let me see if I can rotate that around a little bit so we can see it just a little better. Hope everybody's doing okay. Glad everybody's stopping in. Feel free to share a link. Whatever you'd like to share about your channel is just fine by me. Y'all know me. I'm pretty easy to get along with for the most part. I just took that one out. Let me just slide this rear sleeve back in. There we go. Yeah, so this is that one that was rotated. I just pulled it out and turned it around. There we go.
Sweet. Beautiful.
She's from 1863.
Very cool.
And on the reverse, it says, "Our Army." AZ Coins, hello, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. And then the next one over we have here, Union Forever. That's another 1863. And then we'll do the second row, then we'll come back and look at on the back side.
Yeah.
1863 redeemed. And it says, let me have to pull my thing out here, see what office this is. Someone's office. I can't read what it says. It's just another one, 1863. Most of these are 1863. So here's a couple more that have the Indians, like the first one we looked at. So, very, very similar design to the Indian head. And my guess is that was by design. Let me slide the sleeve back in that and we'll flip that over and look at the back of those.
Hey, Z, what's going on?
I don't think we got anybody doing any streams right now that would normally do streams. There might be, Ray may do a late stream for
After flea market or?
Yeah, the flea market. Yes, thank you. I had a late fire last night. We were out from 11 p.m. till I got home about 5 o'clock this morning, so my head's not always where it needs to be. Sometimes that happens. There's one that says one, and it actually says at the top, it says not 1 cent. So at the top, it's kind of wore off. So not 1 cent on that one. And that one says Union Forever. Another Army, Navy, Army and Navy. Our Army, that's that one I took out just a minute ago. And I really like the back of that one. That's nice with the horse on the back. And if you know anything about these tokens, feel free to speak up in chat. Anything you can do to help me would be great. I think this is probably my favorite reverse of all of them. The drum and the flags and the cannon.
Nice.
And they have the nightcap up at the top. I guess that's what looks like a nightcap that you would wear when you're going to sleep up here at the top. So
Yeah.
Paula told me I need to get a manicure, so I need to get a manicure. I'm going to show my hands. And then, of course, this one's got the same, very similar reverse. There's a couple of them, but they have, the obverses are different, so which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
And here's another Union Forever. And then Oliver Boutwell out of Troy, New York. And I'll show you the reverses of these bottom four on this first page, and we'll flip over. This one was used as a charm of some type. It has 2 holes in it, so obviously it was a charm.
I have one.
Sorry, my dog. He's barking in there. Sorry about that.
I got one of those.
Oh yeah, look at there's one. Yeah, they could have been tied together at one time. Who knows?
Yeah, poor coin.
Yeah. And so that's the reverse of those. So here's the obverse. That's George Washington. I did learn that is George Washington right here on this one. And of course, there's another one with the Indian. And then sorry for the dog. I'm going to mute just a second till he shuts up. My wife came and closed my door. You might still hear him, so I apologize. Apologize in advance. And then Liberty, 1863. So that's all of them on this one page. Of course, it's got, so you can put 30 on that page, 30 on the next, 30 on the next, and I have 2 back here at the back. So you could put a lot of them in here. Good night, Gear. Thank you for stopping in. Thanks so much. Stay safe. I hope you have a great week.
Take care, Gear.
So there's 8. It's got a little damage. It says Westland, United Weston. It's got a little damage here, 1863, and then the one below it is really pretty. Another Oliver Boutwell Miller out of Troy, New York. So that might be a duplicate of what I have up front. And then here is the reverse of those. The company, Our Country, 1913. That'll type 1 or type 2?
Raised mound. So that's
type 1. Okay. And then here's the reverse of that one. So pretty neat on this book. It's a decent shaped book for being Hello Pete. The book is 63 years old, so it's really not a bad shape for the book. I traded for that book, got that book for one purpose, and that's to flip it to buy stuff for my commemorative coin book, and that's the only reason I have it. So I am not tied to this. So kind of have a guess about what I think each one of these should bring in a roundabout place. And well, Big Flip just went live. So daggone his little hide. I didn't know he's going live. So let me grab his link, because y'all know me, I don't like to stream over top of anybody else. Not going to do that. So let me grab this link. We're going to go over here and we're going to see Big Flip.
awesome.
So and then when he quits, I may open up one and come back. So folks, if you'll click on this link right here, and on this link, when you go over there, tell him it's an Ashes raid. He will be tickled just to hear that. So thank you all, folks, and we'll come back later and we'll look at some more stuff and some more of my finds. Let's go cheer on Big Flip. Thanks a lot, folks. We'll check you later.
Take care.
No. I can hear. Pappy, he wants to stay with you.
Hey,
Are you doing the live stream now?
not right now.
Huh?
Not right now.
Roscoe, stop. Roscoe.
Well, apparently I'm still alive. I didn't realize it. I'll stay on right here. I do now, Thomas. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for that, Thomas. I had no earthly. I thought I'd turn that thing off. I just kept right on going. I'm glad I didn't say anything or do anything I shouldn't have done to embarrass myself. So, thank you. If you can still hear me, okay, toss me a one in chat just to let me know, just to make sure that I can still be heard. I would appreciate that. Brown Sugar, welcome in. Nice to see you. Inkman, hello, welcome in. Yeah, Brown Sugar's laughing at me. So yeah, you're right. Shucks, it happens. I'm just looking at some coins that I picked up today. I'll show you what I picked up, and the guy just gave me all this stuff to go with it. So this is a polished up 37. It's pretty for polished up 37. Yep, I see all the ones. Thank you so much. Now, I do like this. It's 26, man. But whatever it is, the toning or the dirt or the clay, whatever, it looks pretty cool. The back is really nice too. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I was just going through. Just so for those that came in a little later, on Facebook Marketplace, a person had posted that they had some stuff for sale. I was like, well, that's pretty cool. I'd like to have that. So I'll show you what I picked up. This is one of the pieces. If anybody would like to come up, it should be pinned at the top, a link at the top. So this is a 1960 something Benji that they cut out. They put it in, just put it in a bezel. So there's a bezel that goes around the outside of it, but it is a real coin. I believe it to be a real coin. And there is the obverse, which is really the obverse. The other side was reverse. You can see it's a 1960 something. There's Ben's ear. So I picked up that one, which I really like because of where they did the bell and it swings around and moves. 1930 SLQ. It too is in a bezel. Yeah, oh yeah, the bell moves. Yeah, it's you can kind of see how the bell. It's pretty neat how they put it on there, and so it does move for sure. But yeah, there's the SLQ and how they cut out "Left in God We Trust" and the pillars and the date, and then the reverse. You can read what it's supposed to say on, United States of America. So that's the Benji, the SLQ. Here is the Walker, 1943 Walker. Now this one is not in a bezel. They drilled a hole in the coin itself to add the link for the chain. Pull a couple of pieces out here. I'll show you all of them here. There's a Merc dime. Oh yeah, it's crazy the amount of time somebody put into all these. Here's a Merc. It's a 1940 something. I've looked a couple of times trying to figure out what the something is. We'll look here again, see if it might pop out, but it might be a 40 maybe, but it is so difficult to figure out what the date is on that Merc. Kiwi, what's up, sir? And of course there's a reverse. It is not full bands, obviously, but I think the back is just as cool as the front because they left part of the stuff on there so you can identify what they are. $1923 piece dollar. Brown sugar wears a piece dollar on the bezel, not cut out. Yeah, I just think it's neat. Yeah, this one is no mint mark on the back of this one. I looked, I couldn't see I find a mint mark. It's pretty decent shape when they cut it out. And then I think people have heard me say this before. I am not a Morgan fan. Morgans are okay, but I'm just not a big Morgan fan. But I really like this Morgan. So it's a 1884 Morgan. They put a little work into keeping it. This is a frosted look on this thing when you look at it. So they've done a little work on it. I looked for a mint mark. There is no mint mark. I thought it would be really cool. Wouldn't it be cool if it was a Carson City? But yeah, I could not find a mint mark on it at all. You can kind of see right in there, but there's no mint mark where it should be. If there would have been one, but yeah. Perry, what's up, Perry? Welcome in. Thanks for coming in. But yeah, so that Morgan was really cool. Folks, the link is pinned at the top. If anybody would like to hop on, you are more than welcome to hop on and just hang out and we'll just chat. That's all we're doing, is just having a good time, just enjoying life, and telling stories. And then when Big Flip goes live, we'll go back over there to his channel. But yeah, there's that 1884 Morgan. Isn't that cool? And this one is not in the bezel, so this one they just drilled a hole in the top. And of course, there's the reverse. But yeah, I picked all those up. So it's on Facebook Marketplace, and I went to purchase these. So these 6 pieces. Yeah, 6 pieces. And he also had these other 2 pieces that were listed. Lisa, welcome back. How you doing? So these are just some medallion, like a necklace charm. These, if you see, it says 200 years of liberty, 1776, 1976. Yeah, I'll go back over them, Perry. Just 1 second. I'll grab those here in just a second. We'll go over those. But this is a bicentennial $50 that you can see right there. That's what that is. And they pressed Lady Liberty through the obverse. And this is Lady Liberty. It's 3D relief. You see it's pushed out. The chain is not silver. I cannot find any markings on this that is silver, and I don't believe this is a silver Kennedy. I'm not 100% sure. It's really hard to tell, but looking at the toning back here, but I didn't want to take it out of the bezel to do any looks, so I have no earthly idea. But that one has Lady Liberty, and then they also did one with the Liberty Bell. It's the same way. You can see the $50. But they did the exact same thing. It's the exact same type of bezel. And then they just pressed the Liberty Bell right through it. But those are just really, really cool. I thought those eventually will be sold. I want to see which one of the ones I have cut out that I may keep. I don't really wear jewelry, but I really like the Morgan. And I really like the Benji. The Benji was just where they made it so the bell actually, works and goes side to side. So I may end up keeping those two, but the rest of them I definitely will sell. And the reason I'm going to sell them is to feed my commemorative book fetish that I have, to buy more commemorative coins. I don't know, Ink Man. I'm sure they had a huge press. I'm sure we can work something out, Brown Sugar. My email is right there. You can see my emails right over there. Feel free to shoot me an email. See if we can't work something out. I'm sure they had a huge press and some kind of die. And I would imagine, it's really hard to tell if they put any heat to them or not. I mean, I had no idea, but if it would just focus there. But, they just pressed that thing right in there. But I mean, it is, it sticks out a good 1/8 of an inch. So, and they both stick out that way, the Liberty Bell. So, if you're into the bicentennial, that's something to look at. This one I said had a bezel on it. If you look, I'll show you the bezel. So you basically unscrew this screw, it looks like, and that bezel will come out from around the quarter. So I guess you could put a whole quarter in here and not have it cut. And yeah, they'd have to have some sort of die. Yeah. So, of course, there's a reverse. That's just pretty neat. So, so I picked all those up. The dime, I think the dime's cool, but I think, it's a little bit worn the way they did it. And I just don't think it's not as nice and pretty as the other ones, just because of the pitting and stuff it has, but still cool. It's still a Merc dime, Merc jewelry. But yes, Brown Sugar, she is a beauty, didn't she? That's nice. So, so I got those in this little tote, and this is the way they came. This little plastic Tupperware thing. It's what he gave me. I guess it's one of those little sandwich holders. And he said, and we were just talking. I said, yeah. So I collect coins, and I saw those. I thought those were great. He said, well, hold on just a minute. So he goes back to the house, and he brings all these coins out. He said, you can just have all these coins that are right here. You can see him. So he gave me all these. Well, these are all silver dimes. So there's 4 silver dimes. Lots of Indian or buffaloes. And I really think that buffalo is just stellar. That toning it's on it, I don't know what it is on it, but it's just so cool. He just gave them to me, and I tried to pay him additional money, but he would not take it. So I was like, man, I want to pay you more. He said, nope, not taking it. So I was like, okay, well, thank you. So there's that polished up 37. It's just real pretty. There's casino tokens in here. Here's $1 gaming token from Treasure Island in Las Vegas. Which is really cool, especially if you like Las Vegas and you like the Raiders. Hint, Shibby Rob. That might interest somebody. Here is a no cash value. Now, Perry, this may interest you. Perry BNS 38-5045. And it says, it's kind of dirty. Let me see if I can tell you what it says on here. I think it says no value. Yeah, no cash value, no cash value. It has an eagle on top with, what's supposed to be some leaves and that type of thing. It's on there. You can kind of see it there now. This token says Cypress Gardens out of Florida. Yeah, I don't even know why he even roots for the Raiders. That's that's kind of like rooting for the Commanders. Pick a football team that you can actually win with. I don't know. Raiders are just out there. Cypress Garden, Florida, a little token from there. Gold-plated 79 Susan B. This is what. Do I have any brothel tokens? Funny you should ask that. So I have this one, which is Millions for Defense, and they made it into a brothel token. So it says Nap Hen House on it. But give me 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Sorry, I'll be right back. Y'all just talk amongst yourself. Be right back. Sorry, I'm back, folks. Yeah, but I'll show you one in just a minute. Picked up one from my son-in-law. We'll look at them later, okay? That's my granddaughter. She's asking about looking at these. We'll look at them later, okay? You go with Nana. That's one I picked up from my son-in-law, Siren. It's not old. Yeah, I'm not muted now. Yeah, I was just showing it. But I know this is a reproduction. I picked it up from my son-in-law. He asked me about getting my other one that I have wherever I just laid it. Oh, yeah, this one. So this one we think's around. For these Indian cents, they're common dates. Pull these off so I can see here a little better. So it's 07. This is a 05 and a 1900. All those are in there. There's a few V nickels that were in there. This coin set right here, they're fused together. This is a dime, but I don't know what it is. I'll have to work on trying to get it apart so I can see what that is. But also there was a 50-cent gaming token from Caesars Atlantic City, not legal tender. So that was in the bag. Hey, JetMix, how you doing? Welcome in. Sterling Casino Lines, $1 gaming token. And I guess that looks like it's a ship of some type. Sterling Casino Lines, $1 gaming token. There's a reverse of it. There's a couple of those. They're the same. Resorts International, Atlantic City, $2.50 chip. And then this is from Luxor out of Las Vegas. Dollar gaming token. Let's see if it's anything else, but it's like a roulette wheel that's on there. And then I think that's about everything. Let's see here if there's anything else that's cool. 64 1 franc made out of nickel. Some kind of, I had no idea what this thing is. Who knows if I ever get it cleaned up, but we will try. But anyway, I got all of these. All of these came with it. Oh, and correct me, I think it's just called a toonie, right? And it's a toonie. A $2 from Canada, 1996. Got the polar bear on the back. And that was in there. So all that was in there. And then there was this little piece of plastic that has another 35 buffalo. And another 35 buffalo. He just said, man, I don't collect coins. You can have them. No date buffalo. No date SLQ. I think this is a 28 SLQ and a 45 Philly war nickel. So it gave me all of those. And this huge bag. I say huge, but it's got lots of copper stuff in it. I think it's mostly foreign copper stuff. I'll have to go through it. I'll go through it later. I got to open it up, but it's a sealed bag. It just, he got it out of a storage unit, what he bought, and then that's what he did. So we'll go through it. You want to say hello? Say hello. You want to sit on my lap? All right. Sorry, folks. Grandbaby gonna sit on my lap. What's that, Perry? Which one you talking about? Okay, let's put them back in the bag. Let's put them in the bag for me, okay? You put them in the bag for me. Then we'll look at them later, okay? Tell everybody hello. Hello, everybody, she said. That's Addison. That's my oldest granddaughter. Yeah, put them all in here. Yeah, these don't go in the piggy bank. These go back in the bag. Oh, that type of bag? Yeah. I don't. He just handed all that stuff to me. It's like, and he wouldn't take any more money for it. And I was like, I felt bad, but I learned a long time ago. Somebody says, just take it. I just take it. Perry said, hello, little one. Say hello. Hey, put it in here for me. Put them all in there. Keep going. Yep. So she's got my little scope out. Let me have a scope. Let me have a light. So I showed her how to use this. So now she takes it and she looks at the coins underneath each one. She looks at all of them. I got to turn the light over. I got it upside down. So you look that way. Okay, put it in there because you got to go back with mom and dad. Okay. Okay. Put them in there. All right. Let's zip it up. That's all of them. Okay. All right. Shut that off. Thank you. All right. Going to see mom and dad. No, Daddy. Yep. Sorry about that. She needs a nap. But yeah, so you were talking about this bag here, Perry. It's a food saver bag of some type, and it's got all sorts of stuff in it. So yeah, I'll go through it and look and categorize it and see. There's one coin in there is here it is. It's square. So yeah, we'll go through and see what all's in there. So it's pretty neat. The guy gave it to me. It's like, you don't have to do that, but he did anyway. But so here's my book, Perry, I told you about earlier today. Oh, and there's Hidden. Look at this. Everybody rolling in at the same time. Har, har, har. Perry's Custom Cards. So this is my book. Book was published in 1961. And it has 21. Hey, Ray, links at the top if you want to come up and hang out and chat. That's all we're doing, just telling lies and talking about coins and just something to do for a little while. But we can pull any of them out of the book that you want to look at. Anything that you can help me with, identify what they are. And I'm not attached to the book or the coins. I got you, Hidden. Understand? Yeah. Quite honestly, I would like to sell it all as a set, but that might be expensive. I don't know. So, but Ray, what time are you going to stream? What time are you going to start tonight? Make sure I'm not on here when you're going to be here. But this particular token here, Army Navy. Turn the light over so you can see. So to shine it in your eye. But yes, Army Navy. Next one over says United States Copper. And that's 6 your time there, right? So that's an hour and 15 minutes. There's a redeemed by D.L. Wing and Company out of Albany. Understood, Hidden. I will. It does have a little bit of a hole. Somebody used it right there. And then here's a 1863. Of course, I'm sure Hidden and Perry know. I didn't know, so I started looking at this. There's a lot of obverses use this, but they had a different die for the reverse on a lot of them. And here's the exigency. Man, that's hard for me to say. Time is money. Really good shape out of 1863. And we'll go back and look at the back of the reverse of all these here in just a minute. Here's an 1863. And these are all have very similar obverses. So there's those three right there. Same obverse facing the same direction from 1863. The dates, obviously, you can see the dates are a little different. For the album as it stands for everything, there are 21 tokens in all in this. So there's 5, 10, 15, 19, and then there are 2 in the back. And I know what I have in it, and I don't know what to price it at, just to be quite honest with you. I'd like to make a little on it, but until I know more about the tokens, I would really be embarrassed to say one way or the other. And obviously, I can't lose money, but I don't want to take anybody for a bath either. That's not the way I do. It's just not me. This one, 1863, is a different style of date. The head of the person there is about the same, but they're a little different. So yeah, that's what I looked up that book that you had, Perry, that I saw in your video, and then I'm also looking up a couple more to see if I can find an online version. These aren't my thing. I bought it to flip it to make money for commemoratives. There's another one. This is really good shape. This one's really good shape right here, I think. Another 1863, and then Union Forever, 1863. And then below it, redeemed at New York office. I believe it says 1863. First in War, First in Peace, another 1863. I first saw that and I was like, man, that horse is, but that's a guy's leg. I was like, uh-oh. Another 1863 with the Indian's head. Are you starting are you starting it in 15 minutes? Okay. I'll be off. I won't, you know me, I don't go against you guys. So I'll be off here. When you get ready to go live, I'll drop off. And then these 4 down here. That's a George Washington. As I can figure out, it's George Washington on that one. This one was holed out twice for a charm. There's a Liberty one from 1863. And then another one of the, whatever these Liberty heads or whatever these were up here earlier. But I'll show you the reverse of all of them. And some of them are right side up, some of them are upside down. So some of them are metal, some of them are coin, just depends. There's the one, the Union tradesman currency, good for 1. I think it says 1 cent. That's the one that had the hole. The first one we saw, Union flour. Lazarus, dealer in rags and metals. And does that mean that's from, I think I see it now, this is from Cincinnati, Ohio. I believe that's what that is. 15th Street, CIN with an O. I'm pretty sure it's Cincinnati, Ohio. If I'm wrong, please feel to correct me. You won't hurt my feelings. This one is Hussey's Special Message Post, 50 William Street out of New York. Heck, hidden. We can fix that right now. How about that, boss? I'll make you one. Don't hurt my feelings none. People in here, you know, people want it. That way you can post links. I think it's perfectly okay to do that, and whatever you need to do. And if you need to pop somebody, you pop somebody. Won't hurt my feelings at all. There's Lisa. Make sure I get Lisa. So I think I got you squared away there. See, all you got to do is ask. It's easy. So here we're looking at this one again. I think that's really neat. The horse rider has a sword out. I'm sorry, it's upside down. But in our Army, Navy, Union Forever. And this one, I think somebody wore off. You're welcome. This one, I think they wore off the word's not there. If you look at it through a scope, it says not. So I think they took that just so it would be 1 cent, trying to pull the wool over somebody's eyes. Here is Oliver Boutwell, Troy, New York. Now I have another one in the back of the book. We'll look here in just a second and see if those two are the same. Another Union Forever. And personally, I like the reverse of these 2 coins, these 2 tokens better. I really like the backs of these, the way they look. They're just super, super cool. And then that one says, I'm not sure what it says. It has some letters on it, but I'm not really sure what that's supposed to say. And then here are these right here. If it'll focus, come on, Junior. There we go. So this one says exchange. Union down here. It's easy to read. This one says dry goods out of, let's move it just for a second. Let's look at my dirty keyboard. The address 337 something Avenue. And it's the Hobart Wright Hobart Wright is what that is. This one right here. So there's that one. And then, of course, this book has room for lots of tokens. As you can see, there's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. This page is empty. 30 per page on each page. And my dad, too. Lisa, my dad served from 1945 to 1969. So this one is a United Westland, 1863. Does have some corrosion right there on the side. And then here is another, that's another Boutwell, which I think is a twin to the other one that's up front. We'll look at it and see. And it says One Country on that one, and this one says 1863. Redeemed at my office, 1863. Let's go back and see if that other Boutwell is the same. I think it is. Yeah, so those two are the same. So that's the only two that's in there the same. You know, in what research I've done on these, I think a good fair price per token is probably just averaging out probably about $30 per token. I think the book is probably worth probably, you know, 40 to 50 bucks. So when you're looking at, you know, 21 times 30, that's 630. So, you know, about 670. And I would probably let it go probably for 600. You know, of course it's negotiable. I've heard that way you can kind of see. You know, it doesn't have much. It has a little bit of wear on the side. You can see the wear. But again, you know, heck, it's way older than me. So only about 5 years. Only about 5 years. I'm a 66 model. It's a 61 model. But you know, I think that probably is fair. You know, 600 probably for the book. Person I got it from, he had been collecting some of these. Some of these he got 30 years ago. So, you know, if you guys think I'm in the ballpark, let me know. If you think I'm way off, let me know. You're not going to hurt my feelings. And feel free to. Oh yeah, I think so too. And you know, when you look at the pages, you know, if you pull one of the sleeves out here to look at it, you can see it. You know, where it's sit there. You can see that, you know, how it's kind of put on the where it's been exposed to something, and it doesn't wipe off. You know, it stays on there. Yeah, I mean, quite honestly, when I traded for this, I didn't know the man had this book. Never. I'm like you, Perry. I never saw this book before either. He had it, and I was going to do something else. I said, well, you know, what about that? So we made a trade on this. So, and again, you know, if you have a commemorative that I'd like, you know, I'm willing to do, you know, partial trade for a commemorative book or commemorative coins and cash. You know, we can make something work out. I'm not always tied. I just want to get this one out, put my glove on so it's easier to see. I've got about 7 minutes before Ray hops up. Once he hops up, I'll hop off. This is that one coin. This is 18. I think this is an 1863. I'll tell you exactly. Yeah, but exactly. I'm with you. Hidden. Yeah, there's a few I need. I'll tell you here in just a minute. This one I'm looking at here now, I'm just looking at through the scope or through my magnifier because it needs to be appreciated that way. Let me turn it so you all can see it. I'm hoping you can be able to see what I just saw. Yeah, until I pulled it out of the book. If you can see the detail underneath the horse. It's amazing detail underneath it. Around it says, I can't really read the words, kind of but F Sigel, F Sigel. And of course, it has the soldier on top with his saber out. There's a cannon in the background. Looks like there's a battlefield back in the back, but it's just so hard to see. I did. Yes, I did, sir. Yes, sir. And then this is from 1863. It says Union Forever. That's just when I pulled out. I just thought it was just neat looking. So. If there's any of these other ones you'd like to see out of the book, I'd be happy to pull any of them out to let you look at them. It's not a problem. Coin Junkie AG, hello, good sir. Let me leave that laying there just for 1 second. Let me walk here and get my commemorative book. So give me 30 seconds, folks. Be right back. Thanks for everybody coming in. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to subscribe, but I'll be right back. Sorry, folks, for the delay. My grandson grabbed me and had to stop and talk to him just a minute. I hope everybody's still doing well. Again, thanks for coming in. We've got just a couple more minutes and we'll hop off so we can hop over to Ringmaster Ray's house. So here you go, Hidden. So I've got a Lafayette coming. Made a trade for a Lafayette, waiting for it to come in. This past week, I picked up Huguenot. I picked up the Huguenot this week. I have those so far. Sesquicentennial, Oregon Trail, 34 Boone. Picked up a San Diego, a Cleveland, Bridgeport, and while I was at the Chiefs Conference, I picked up the Long Island. So the Long Island I picked up this week. And then my Booker T and my Washington Carver, and this is my 93. It's just so nice. I didn't want to put it anywhere else, so I put it in the back since I've got extra pages. So if I pick up extra nice ones, I'll put those in there. But so this is why I have the other book to sell or trade, to put things into this book. So that's why I bought the token book. So the Isabella, she has been polished and she has been cleaned, but nevertheless, it's still Isabella, and she still is pretty. I do not have a Hawaii or a Hudson. So 1892 Isabella, 20 Pilgrim, 22 Grant, 23 S, Monroe, 24 Huguenot, 24 Lexington, a 25 Stone Mountain, and a 25 S California. No, I don't have that. I'm sorry. That's the one underneath it. Need that one. That's the thing about these dance cards. Sometimes I get lost. A 26 Sesquicentennial, and this Oregon Trail. Man, that is just all toning. It's really pretty. Very, very good shape on that Oregon Trail. I love that coin. My Boone, Daniel Boone, is probably one of my favorite that I have in here, just because Daniel Boone walked through my town here back in the day. Walked through here and got chased by wolves. I have a 35. I believe this is a 35 San Diego. I have to look at the back end if it's 35 or 36. Then a 36 Cleveland, the Long Island. Yeah, there were so many in 36. There's a lot of them. And then a 36 Bridgeport. And it's P.T. Barnum, by the way, which I thought was pretty cool. I didn't know who was on it until I got this. And then, again, the Booker T, the Washington Carver, and then the 93. So that's the ones I have. So I do not have a Hawaii Lincoln, so missing several of them. In due time, they'll come. But, if you have some you'd like to do some trading on, I'm absolutely happy to do some trading. Oh, your high school is named after U.S. Grant? That's cool. Let's see, I'm just catching up in chat. Yeah, Inkman. Yeah, the coin store I stopped at in Virginia Beach, he had one. His wasn't polished, and like this one is, and he was asking $265, I think. It was probably AU50, I guess, but it was in a 2x2, but it was nice. I tried to put in some of the nicer ones that I could, and then I also found out that I didn't realize that a lot of the commemoratives have boats or nautical theme or something on the back. So that's my Pilgrim, which is cool. Look at the back of that Grant. Is that not neat? And then that's the Huguenot, another ship. I wonder if that's not the same ship that's on that one. Very similar ship anyway. Hidden just posted a link to his commemorative video, so make sure you go check that out. I'm going to show you the reverse of this Oregon Trail here. So very, very pretty. Folks, let me check and see if Ray is streaming. If he is, I'm going to throw his link out there. If anybody is interested in this book, feel free to shoot me an email. Let's talk about it and see what you think. Maybe we can make something work out. But let me see if I can get his link here. Yeah, here's his link. So I'm going to post Ray's link. Please hop over to Ray's stream and tell him Ashes sent you, and I would greatly appreciate that. Folks, thanks for coming by and stopping by for a few minutes and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I don't stream often, but I do like to come on here and share what I've found. And then if I can find a good deal, I'm happy to share it with you. So be good people. Do something nice for somebody. And I'll see all of you on the next stream. And let's head over to Ray's stream right there at that link and tell him I sent you. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.